Hey 4th and 5th graders, it's Mr. Wilhorn and I'm here to tell you about 4 more characters that are in the Ultimate Character Tournament. So, I'm back with my crate of books and some characters to share. Now, we've had friends, we've had relatives, we've had brother, sister. These, I couldn't think of a way to connect all of these. There's just 4 more characters that are not related in any way, shape, or form. So here they come. And I'm also going to do one more thing. One of my favorite things to do as a teacher, as a reading teacher, is to read aloud. And I've not done that for you yet. I've not read anything out of these books, at least not that I remember. So I want to read a little bit out of each one to introduce these characters. The first character I have for you is a girl whose name is Clementine. There are 7 Clementine books. Clementine lives in Boston, Massachusetts, and she is hilarious. This is actually the 3rd book. It's called Clementine Friend of the Week. But I want to read to you how the very first Clementine book starts, and this will give you a great look into what Clementine is actually like. Listen real close because a lot happens on the first page of this first book. I have not had so good of a week. Well, Monday was a pretty good day if you don't count hamburger surprise at lunch and Margaret's mother coming to get her. Or the stuff that happened in the principal's office when I got sent there to explain that Margaret's hair was not my fault, and besides, she looks okay without it, but I couldn't because Principal Rice was gone trying to calm down Margaret's mother. Someone should tell you not to answer the phone in the principal's office, if that's a rule. Okay, fine, Monday was not so good of a day. That's what Clementine is like. In the second Clementine book, it starts like this. I love it so much I've remembered it. I memorized it. She says, I've noticed that teachers often get the words boring and exciting confused. So when my teacher said, class, I have exciting news for you, I listened anyway. The next character I have for you is the only character that I can remember anyway that is also the author of the book. This is an autobiographical story, and it is about a character named Raina. There you can see her on the back, at least in comic form. And that's the cover from Smile. She's also in the book Sisters. Raina is a character. And this is where the title comes from. This is a graphic novel, first of all, so you can realize it looks like a comic book. But they are at a Girl Scout party, and on the way home, she gets out and she is going to go inside to her house, and her friend says, last one on the porch is a rotten egg, and they take off running. And this happens. She yells, she trips, and then we see, ha ha, gasp, wham, missed me. Raina? Hands, legs, nothing broken. Cool. But then she realizes, oh my gosh, she's lost her 2 front teeth. And so the cover, Smile, you can see that happy, smiley face with the braces there. This is about what happens to try and fix her teeth. But it's not just a story about teeth. It's a story about friends and school and working through all of the difficulties and the joys that come along with all of those things, all while trying to fix your 2 front teeth. So that's Raina. The next character we have is named Ivan, and he is the one and only Ivan. He is the gorilla on the cover of this book. When I first heard about this book, I heard, oh, the gorilla is the main character. Okay. Oh, wait, the gorilla tells the story? Really? I didn't really think that was going to be my thing, and then I read this book and I realized, wow, is that a phenomenal book. This is how the book starts. Very simply, I am Ivan. I am a gorilla. It's not as easy as it looks. And we get to see his picture. One of the cool things about this story is he talks about how people use so many words, kind of like Mr. Wilhorn when he's talking. But when you look at his story, it's pretty sparse. There's kind of fewer words than you'd normally expect to see. A lot of paragraphs, a lot of breaks, and it actually goes pretty quick. There's a number of illustrations. but you can see it's not super text heavy. Well, Ivan is a very strong character. His job as a silverback gorilla is to protect and to care for his troop. But this Ivan, this gorilla, lives in a shopping mall in a real small cage, and he has no other gorillas. So what do you do when your only job is to take care of and protect your troop, but you don't have anyone to care for and to take care of? That's Ivan's problem. But he finds a way to do it. He finds someone, and gee, I wonder if there's probably a pretty big clue right there on the cover of who he is going to take care of. And the last character I have for you is a cat named Crenshaw. And as you can see, this is no normal cat. There's Jackson, the other main character in this story, but Crenshaw is the cat that the book is named after, and this is how the book starts. I noticed several weird things about the surfboarding cat. Thing number 1, he was a surfboarding cat. Thing number 2, he was wearing a t-shirt. It said, "Cats rule, dogs drool." Thing number 3, he was holding a closed umbrella, like he was worried about getting wet, which, when you think about it, is kind of not the point of surfing. Thing number 4, no one else on the beach seemed to see him. Well, Crenshaw grabs this wave, rides it all the way to shore, and then Jackson realizes that it's not just some cat. He realizes that it's Crenshaw. He's met Crenshaw before, and Crenshaw is there to help Jackson. I don't want to give away too much, but Crenshaw is there to help Jackson, and he does a pretty good job of it through some pretty difficult times for Jackson and his family. So there you go. There are 4 more characters. We've got Clementine, we've got Raina, we've got Ivan, and we've got Crenshaw. That does it for all of the characters I've got to introduce to you. Remember, the week after spring break, that first week of April, when we come back, that's when I will send out another video that will tell you which of these 16 characters are matched up against one another and the choices that you will have to make in the ultimate character tournament. Until then, I hope you do some reading. I hope you talk about these characters with your teachers, with your classmates, and talk about which characters would be your favorites. Why would those characters be your favorites, and be able to defend those choices, because you might be able to influence other people in your class. You might be able to persuade them to vote with you, so when your class does their vote, more people will side with you if you're able to support your opinions. And that's what this is all about. What are your opinions? What do you like? Which characters do you like? Until we come back for voting after spring break, happy reading, happy talking. We'll see you guys soon. Bye.